here with Brandon Clapperton, promoter at Dreamfield Speedway down in Afton, New York, and the man who put this show together. We're here in Oneonta, New York for the what's the event?
Southern Tier Speed Showcase.
Southern Tier Speed Showcase. So we did a walkthrough. Check that video out on the channel. And so I figured we'd get together and we'd sit down with Brandon. We kind of talked to him about it, how this came about, and how he thinks it's going or how it went, and what's the plans moving forward. So I guess lead on to everyone's. I lived around here my whole life. I never heard of a car show here in Oneonta. So let's talk about how that came about.
Well, I do remember them doing like 20 years ago, doing a couple of race car shows here. They were pretty small. I think smaller than this one. No, I was looking for a place to do a car show, and had a couple people suggest contact the mall here, and made a phone call, talked to the manager of the mall, and she was very easy to do. She's like, yeah, absolutely, let's do it, and told me what I had to do to make it happen. So we put it together. It went together quick. It was like 5 or 6 weeks. So I mean, it's fairly light car count. Was hoping for more. We had quite a few of them that backed out, leading up to it, and then we had 4 or 5 more last night that we had left the doors open waiting for them, and they didn't end up making it. So a little disappointing, but we've still got some room. But it's also good to know 'cause it's what we can fit in here for next year. And kind of the walk around, seeing what room we've got here. We know what we've got for goals as far as next year. We do plan on doing it again next year, same weekend.
Good.
So we have something to build on. So I'm happy with it. There's a lot of people that, like I said, it's small. I'm not gonna say it's packed. I'm not gonna say we got 50 cars here or anything like that. But we got it off the ground. We got it started. So I'm happy with it, and talked to a lot of people. Met with a lot of people that don't have a racing background. They're seeing these things for the first time. And doing a lot of talking, spurring a lot of interest, which is ultimately what it's all about.
Right.
Just expanding the sport. So.
Well, we've been sitting here talking, and there's a lot of foot traffic going on. And when we pulled into, to come here and Wood Park, it was the traffic coming in and out of the mall and the parking lot. There was a lot of people here. So
yeah.
I don't necessarily. I know that's not necessarily coming into the mall, but there's for the size of the mall, it's not the biggest mall in the world. There's been a really good amount of foot traffic here, and during the you got some people here got nice booths, and they're just getting eyes on things, and
yeah.
I would say after walking around and seeing the people here, this is for putting together in a short amount of time. I would consider it a success.
Yeah, I'm calling it a success. It's the mall. I think the mall's gonna be very happy with the increased foot traffic because it's. Like I said, it's a small mall, and malls aren't, they're not what they were at one time, and it's kind of, there's not a lot of foot traffic in here, like there was back in the day. But looking at what we've seen so far, it looks like the foot traffic has greatly increased today. Like I've had a lot of people come, like, I've never seen this many people in this mall before. So, people seem to be enjoying themselves, and hopefully they're patronizing the businesses that are in the mall. So the business owners are excited about it, and they get excited for next year, and it's the
name of the game.
Yep.
Well, hopefully you get good feedback, and people want to, from the store, people from the stores, and people in general have good feedback. But it looks like it's been a good turnout. So
yeah, I'm happy.
So you're definitely planning on doing this next year, same weekend.
Yep.
And so what weekend's that, in case no one's paying attention, in case they watch this later, what weekend?
I haven't looked at the calendar yet. But I did talk to the mall management, like, yeah, let's just schedule this again for next year, and for the same weekend next year. But I haven't actually looked. I know it's the 7th and 8th this week. It could be the 8th and 9th next year.
Yep.
But we want to keep an eye on Syracuse.
Yeah.
We don't want it on the same weekend as Syracuse. So
anyway, it's probably going to be early March.
Yeah, I would say it'll either be the 1st and 2nd or 8th and 9th. If I'm doing the math correct.
Nice.
I just gotta. Like I said, I just got to see what Syracuse does.
Nice. So if people wanted to get information or, see, if they couldn't make it, but they wanted to, maybe see some social media stuff, where would they find information to
Southern Tier Speed Showcase. Johnny Williams, Hard Clay Observer, the president, CEO. Paul Arns It's next in line.
That's gonna go on the. Now I got to edit that out. We don't want that.
But yeah, so
Maybe I'll leave it. Listen, before we continue, if you know about the Hard Clay Observer, if you know, you know. Anyway, back to the info. I'm gonna just leave that. We're asking about where people can find the information.
Next year. Find information. Yeah, if you look up, there's a Facebook page, the Southern Tier Speed Showcase on there, or I'm sure if you look up me or Acton Motorsports Park has been absolutely incredible this year. Putting this, helping it, they're not behind the organization of it. But man, they worked their tail off, promoting it and pushing it, and I can't thank them enough for that.
Very good.
So yeah, that was awesome.
Well, Brandon, congrats on a good first event, and it was always good to see you. And
thanks.
Good luck on down at the track this year. I know we're going to see you a lot.
Yeah.
So, and I can definitely say we'll definitely have stuff here next year for you.
Perfect.
So very good. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks.